Rick Ross betrays Lil Meech after buying Big Meech life rights. In one of the most jaw-dropping twists in the BMF saga, Rick Ross, after acquiring Big Meech's life rights from 50 Cent, has shockingly abandoned Lil Meech, the very face of the BMF legacy, leaving the young star devastated and Big Meech reportedly stunned behind bars. After Lil Meech had severed ties with 50 Cent to work under Ross's new vision, no one expected that the same man who welcomed him would turn his back on him just as quickly, dropping him from the new project and leaving fans questioning. Was this all just a trap? Please do not forget to like this video, share, and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Now, let's get back into the video. To understand the magnitude of this betrayal, we need to take it back to the beginning of the chaos. The Black Mafia Family series wasn't just a show, it was a movement. And at the center of that movement stood Lil Meech, son of the legendary Big Meech, portray his own father in a gritty, authentic, and emotionally powerful performance that no actor on earth could replicate. Under the guidance of 50 Cent, the show was born and grew into one of Starz' biggest hits. With a cult-like following that lived for every twist, every betrayal, every lesson in the street game. But then came the cracks in the kingdom. Lil Meech found himself caught up in legal troubles, rumors of on-set difficulties, whispers that 50 Cent was losing patience. And eventually, the unthinkable happened. Lil Meech was fired from the show. Many thought it was a bluff, a publicity stunt, a break to cool things down. But when Starz suddenly froze the release of the new season, and when press went dark, fans knew it was serious. Then came the next bombshell. 50 Cent, with no clear future for BMF, sold the life rights of Big Meech to Rick Ross for a jaw-dropping deal rumored to be worth over $100 million. The news sent shockwaves through both Hollywood and the hip-hop world. And just like that, the torch was passed. 50 was out. Ross was in. Now here's where it gets messier than a street war. Lil Meech, feeling betrayed by 50 for casting him out, reportedly jumped at the opportunity to work under Rick Ross. He saw it as a fresh start, a way to continue the BMF legacy, and maybe even elevate it under Ross's big money vision. Sources close to Meech said he was excited, energized, and ready to prove his worth in a new production. What he didn't expect was betrayal. Again, only weeks into the pre-production process. Rick Ross allegedly told Lil Meech he would not be the face of the new BMF show. Not only that, he was completely cut out of the creative process. Removed, replaced, discarded. It's being said that Rick Ross had other plans all along, that bringing Lil Meech into the picture was just a distraction to close the deal. And once he had the life rights secured in his vault, he began shopping for a new face to play Big Meech, someone he could mold from scratch, someone with no connections to 50 Cent, someone who wouldn't remind the world that this empire was once under another king. And when Lil Meech found out, tears, complete heartbreak. Multiple insiders said he broke down when he received the news. After giving everything, after portraying his own father with passion, after stepping away from 50 to pledge loyalty to Ross, he was left with nothing, just pain, silence, and the sting of betrayal from two different moguls. Big Meech himself was reportedly stunned when he heard the news from behind bars. The same son he trusted to carry his story, tossed aside like a backup dancer in his own movie. Remember, it was Big Meech who approved 50 Cent's original vision. It was Big Meech who allowed his son to be the vessel through which his name would live on. And now, Rick Ross had seized control and erased his son from the equation. This moment is more than just a casting decision. It's a cultural betrayal. Lil Meech wasn't just an actor. He was the symbol of generational storytelling. He was the bridge between the streets and the screen. When fans tuned into BMF, they weren't just watching fiction. They were watching real pain, real love, real bloodlines. And that authenticity was ripped out the moment Ross showed in the door. People online are already calling it the coldest move in the game. Rick Ross, who had long admired the BMF story, played his role to perfection. First, he publicly praised Meech and the legacy. Then, when the time was right, he swooped in, bought the rights, and pretended to embrace Lil Meech, only to toss him once the cameras stopped flashing. Fans are furious. Social media is ablaze with hashtags like #JusticeForLilMeech and #BMFistDead. But Ross isn't backing down. According to insiders, he's doubling down on the new direction. He's assembling his own team of writers, producers, and actors. The upcoming BMF reboot won't just be a continuation of what 50 Cent built. It will be a full reimagination. New faces, new style, a glossy Miami-style underworld drama that leans into Ross's brand of boss life, luxury, and high-rolling crime culture. And guess who's not invited? Lil Meech. No callbacks, no guest appearances, not even a consultation. Sources say that when Meech tried to reach out to Ross's team to ask for clarity, they left him on read. Ghosted. The man who once had the world in his hands was now staring at an empty phone screen, wondering how it all went so wrong. The betrayal is so deep that even those close to Ross are questioning his methods. Some believe this could backfire massively, because while Ross may have the legal rights now, the streets still remember who brought the story to life. And the culture doesn't forget betrayal that easily. Think about it. Rick Ross made his fortune off branding, off appearing loyal, off being the boss. But bosses